Hello everyone, welcome to ST Model Cars. In this video, I would like to show you this 1/64 scale Nissan Cefiro. And this is the first generation Nissan Cefiro. This is the A31 generation, and this is the rear-wheel drive Nissan Cefiro. Because after this generation, when they move on to the second generation, they switch into the front-wheel drive layout. So this car somehow have somewhat of a cult followers, and and for rightly so, right? It's a pretty cool car. Back then in the late 80s when this was launched, and even today, I think this is still a cool car. This is made by Tomica, so this is the Tomica Limited Vintage Neo, the TLVN series, as commonly known. Price point on this $31. I got this from eBay. So let's take a closer look at this Cefiro. Okay, the front. If you're looking at the front here, the headlight is actually they're separate lenses, but they're masking the lens to create that dual projector headlight effect that is somewhat a signature look of this A31 Cefiro. And on the inside cluster, they painted this yellow to simulate the fog lights, right? And then you have the center grill here with the Nissan logo, and then you have a painted on turn signal on the front fascia here, and then you also have a cornering light on the side. Okay, and they give you the white license plate as well. Looking at the windshield here, I don't see a wiper, so I think they're, meant to be tucked, under the hood here for more aerodynamics, right? So you don't see the wiper here. This car has a sunroof, right? A glass sunroof or a moonroof, I guess, if you will. And the nice thing about this car is that the interior, right? It has a light gray interior. And with the moonroof, it's just really bright, and you can really see the interior, which is pretty cool. So let's take a quick peek at the interior here. It's kind of hard to focus here. See if I can. There it is. So you can see the steering wheel and the dash, right? And again, two-tone interior. You have the gray seats there, which is pretty neat. And one thing I really like about Tomica is just their sense of refinement, right? If you look at the chrome application surrounding the window, you can just see how neat that's being applied, right? And of course, here's a side view of the Cefiro A31, right? And it has that, kind of like that long hood proportion of the rear-wheel drive car. Here's looking closer at the wheel and tires. Here's the really nice 7-spoke wheel. I don't see a brake details behind this, which is kind of too bad. It would be kind of nice to have a brake details behind this. Okay. And you get the rear view mirror here on the side, body colored, right? And looking at underneath the car, there's really isn't much to see. Just your typical 1/64 car. You can see a little bit of the engine, the transmission, front suspension, and you see the drive shaft here. Like I mentioned, it's a rear-wheel drive car, right? You see the independent rear suspension and the rear differential, and you get a separate muffler and a twin exposed tailpipe. Okay. Taking a look at the back of the car, taillight, all separate lenses, and you have the red cluster, the amber turn signal, and the white reverse light. And it's very nicely done. Let me see if I can zoom the camera here, sorry. Okay, and you get the Nissan logo here in the center of the trunk, and then the Nissan lettering between the taillights, and you have the Cefiro emblem on the left. You see the rear wiper here, but this is not a separate piece. This is just kind of like molded into the back window. So okay, and here's the passenger side of the Cefiro, and of course this is a right-hand drive car. So you get a little better look of the dashboard here from the passenger side. yeah, overall I really like it. I'm always a big fan of the Tomica limited vintage, the TLVN. I think there's more competition nowadays, and I don't think the TLVN is the only thing that you can buy now. Pretty much everything else, there's a lot of things that they're decent. Even that Galant VR4, behind that you see, that's also a pretty decent piece, right? At half the price. So, but again, there's a little bit of more refinement, I think, with the Tomica cars. That's why I still like collecting them. Okay, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. And much appreciated if you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope you enjoyed the review of this Nissan Cefiro. I will see you in my next video, and thanks for watching.